Hello guys, hope you're all doing well. Thank you very much for tuning into my channel, The Beer Monster Reviews. It's Beer Monster o'clock. So let's crack on with it, shall we? Got craft beers to review for here, here guys. It's from the Siren Brewery and it is called Glowing Embers. I think this is new out because I picked it up from Asda today and I've never seen it in there, and I shop in Asda's every week, so I'm always looking out for new beers to review, obviously. Yeah, this one's called Glowing Embers. It's a red IPA, as you can see there on the can. It's got loads of fire in the background. That's a pretty cool looking can, really, isn't it? And it's 4.7% ABV. A red IPA, I'm not sure I've tried a red IPA. Probably have, I don't know. 440ml can, this one. And it cost me £3. And it's also in the 4 for 3 deal. But I did notice they're starting to take a lot of deals out of the 4 for 3 deal in Asda now. So yeah, if you want to get stocked up, it's probably a good time to do it. A lot of the big bottles of lager and the old ales and stuff like that are not in the deal anymore. And the price has gone up on them as well. So yeah, the cost of living crisis is very much coming towards the beers now. So yeah, I might even have to do a few less reviews for that reason, because it's getting too pricey. Anyway, as I say, can looks pretty cool. Let's crack it open and see what it's like. I'm quite looking forward to this one. Something a bit different, isn't it? Oh. Right, let's have a quick sniff of the rim. Citrusy, and I'm getting a bit of orange in there. Let's get it in the glass. I was going to say, it's got to be red, really. It's called a red IPA. I suppose that's just an IPA that's red, really. I don't know. Yeah, it's quite dark, isn't it? Wow. Very dark. It's like a ambery red colour. It is dark. It looks even darker on the camera. It's got sort of a tanned head on it. Not too big. Quite hard to see the carbonation. I want to get right up to the light there. You can see, don't think you can get it on the camera, but you can see a bit more of the red. Right, let's have another whiff out of the glass. Getting some caramel in there, and caramel, orange and citrus. Maybe a bit of toffee as well. Does smell different, give it that. On the back here, we've got a little bit of a, you know, how they like to try and seduce you into buying their beer with a little bit of chat, whatever you want to call it. Let's read it out and see if it gets seduced into it. I didn't read it in the shop even, so I just see it was new and got it. It was about as much thought process that went into it. Glowing Embers Red IPA, a beautiful red IPA built with a host of rich speciality malts. We've used Simcoe, Amarillo and Senatile hops for some balancing bitterness, resinous pine, juicy berry and zesty orange notes. Yeah, I didn't get the berry, but definitely got the zesty orange. Anyway, quite seductive, I suppose, isn't it? Anyway, let's tuck in and see if it's nice. See if all that chat is worth it or not. Cheers, guys. Bosh. First impressions, it is rather different actually. It isn't just an IPA that's red, that tastes the same as all the other IPAs. It is a bit different. I think it's more malty. I'd say it's got a medium body to it. First impressions, it's not bad, it's pretty good, and something a little bit different, which I like. Let's go again, think about some of the flavours we can pick up from this bad boy. Ooh. It's very zesty. I think it's orange zest. There's also like some grapefruit in there as well for me. In fact, I think I can taste the grapefruit even more than the orange, which I didn't mention on the can. It is quite malty as well, sort of like a sweet malts, caramel, toffee perhaps. It is very zesty. So if you don't like zest, I won't bother with it. I quite like zesty ones, zesty and citrusy for sure. This one, I'm not getting any of the cherry that it said about on the can, to be perfectly honest. Kind of a earthy bitterness on the end, but the zest is a bit too more overpowering than the bitterness, I'd say. Yeah, it's very, very zesty. I like it though. I do like it. I don't think it's something I would session on. Well, that's only 4%, 4.7. That's fine, but it's quite hilarious. Quite a strong citrusy taste, and I think this is more of a sort of 1 or 2 beer for me. Probably just the one, but I am enjoying it. But you know, when you're sessioning something, I think you don't want something that's going to sort of keep blowing your head off with citrus overload all the time. But yeah, it's all right just for the one. Yeah, but I certainly wouldn't session this personally. Plus, it's not the most attractive colour, is it? Let's be fair. Very, very zesty. I think I might have said that already. Yeah, as I'm trying to sort of pick up some more flavours, and the zest is just overpowering everything. And it seems to be getting more zesty as I go along. It's really starting to affect me taste a bit, I think. Because now, when on the first sort of go, I was picking up a few flavours and that, with the malts and that. Now I'm just getting zest. Bit piney as well. It's nice though. I don't think it's great for my personal taste. I think this is just one of them ones you're just gonna have to try it. I think some people will really, really like this, and some people will be like, how the bloody hell do you drink that? You know, I'll try to sort of think about other people and stuff like that. I do think it's a bit of a Marmite beer, this one, to be honest with you. Like I say, I could only have the one personally because it's a bit much for me. But if you're well into your zesty, citrusy IPAs, I suggest you give it a go. Get it in that 4 for 3 deal, because I don't think they're going to be around for much longer in Asda. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in, guys. I didn't give it a score, have I? I didn't give it a score. I'm going to give it, for me personally, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I'm probably enjoying it a bit less than that, but I can tell it's a good beer, like, and I do think some people really enjoy this. But for me personally, I'm going to give it a 7 because I can tell it's good, but it's just not for my taste, you know. That makes sense. Yeah, if you could smash that like button if you've enjoyed this review, I'd really appreciate that, guys. And consider subscribing if you've not already done so, and hit the bell button if you have already subscribed, and it will. Bell button next to the subscribe button will notify you every time I post a new video, so you won't miss out on my first beer. And I'm already like getting my words mixed up and all that. Yeah, thank you all very much for tuning in, guys. I appreciate every single one of you, and until the next one, bye bye, darlings.